punishment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil!
Semua perjalanan mempunyai cerita. Dan semua orang ingin menjadi pahlawan dalam cerita itu. Menjadi seorang pahlawan bukan hanya sekedar menang perang, namun mampu mencari modal untuk berperang.
Oke. Hanya modal gold. Pet sekarang modal gold gampang kena comeback. Pahlawan itu butuh pengalaman. Pengalaman berseason-season adalah hal paling berharga.
Alah, pemain tua, mekanik tua, masih ya main raja-rajaan. Orang bilang gue jadi pahlawan cuma karena hoki. Gak gitu, bro. Masihkah hoki?
Hoki, faktanya gimana? Untuk menjadi pahlawan, harus bermental baja biar bisa menghadapi segala kondisi. Mental baja? Berarti gue udah bisa jadi pahlawannya dong. Gue baru masuk aja, udah dapat Rookie of the Season. Sebagai anak baru, gue udah cukup hebat kan?
Hebat kata lu, dalam hal apa? Kill banyak. Untuk bisa memberikan itu, perlu sosok pahlawan. Kalau sosok itu nggak ada, tim lu nggak bisa apa-apa.
Hah? Cut! Wani doang, hanya bikin mati konyol. Masa pahlawan kayak gitu? Kita juga harus bisa menjaga tempo, agar semua bisa berjalan dengan lancar. Lah, talent gue kemana?
Kak, cukup kak? Oke, thank you.
Gagal lagi jadi pahlawan di MSC.
Ah, iya ya. Keburu pensi nih. Tapi, setidaknya gue masih di atas lo.
Oke doang lo itu mah. Season ini nggak akan semudah itu.
Yuk, mulai syuting. Nih, baca dulu.
Loh, kok lu jadi Estrada, Man?
Magang, Mor.
Wih, serius kita bakal main di sini?
Yes, approve.
Kalau emang di sini, akan lebih pantas buat ngebuktiin siapa pahlawannya.
Persiapan kita cukup.
Kita berpengalaman.
Kita harus sesuai target.
Kita punya mental. Kita nggak butuh waktu lama.
Kita memiliki inisiasi.
Kita bisa mengatur tempo.
Kita punya banyak cara.
Kita yang ngatur permainannya.
Mari kita lihat
Siapa yang pantas.
cultured by Todak.
Di tim yang paling susah itu nyatuin semua di tengah perubahan yang nggak ada habisnya. Kami bukan lemah, kami cuma belum searah.
Menang atau kalah itu biasa, tapi ingat satu hal, kita itu keluarga. Waktunya konsisten saling percaya.
Sejak kapan Navari jadi CEO?
Hah? Lalu diam, Ming. Mending lihat ini. Yang ini murahnya beneran. Bantu kita naik level barengan.
Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil.
Semua perjalanan mempunyai cerita. Dan semua orang ingin menjadi pahlawan dalam cerita itu. Menjadi seorang pahlawan bukan hanya sekedar menang perang, namun mampu mencari modal untuk berperang.
Oke. Hanya modal gold. Pet sekarang modal gold gampang kena comeback. Pahlawan itu butuh pengalaman. Pengalaman berseason-season adalah hal paling berharga.
Alah, pemain tua, mekanik tua, masih main raja-rajaan. Orang bilang gue jadi pahlawan cuma karena hoki. Gak gitu, bro. Masihkah hoki?
Hoki, faktanya gimana? Untuk menjadi pahlawan, harus bermental baja biar bisa menghadapi segala kondisi. mental baja. Berarti gue udah bisa jadi pahlawannya dong. Gue baru masuk aja, udah dapat Rookie of the Season. Sebagai anak baru, gue udah cukup hebat kan?
Hebat kata lu, dalam hal apa? Kill banyak. Untuk bisa memberikan itu, perlu sosok pahlawan. Kalau sosok itu nggak ada, tim lu nggak bisa apa-apa.
Hah? Cut. Lani doang, hanya bikin mati konyol. Masa pahlawan kayak gitu? Kita juga harus bisa menjaga tempo agar semua bisa berjalan dengan lancar. Lah, talent gue kemana?
Kak, cukup, Kak? Oke, thank you.
Gagal lagi jadi pahlawan di MSC.
Ah, iya ya. Keburu pensi nih. Tapi, setidaknya gue masih di atas lo.
Oke doang lo itu mah. Season ini nggak akan semudah itu.
Yuk, mulai syuting. Nih, baca dulu.
Loh, kok lu jadi Estrada, Man?
Magang, Mor.
Wih, serius kita bakal main di sini?
Yes, approve.
Kalau emang di sini akan lebih pantas buat ngebuktiin siapa pahlawannya.
Persiapan kita cukup.
Kita berpengalaman.
Kita harus sesuai target.
Kita punya mental.
Kita nggak butuh waktu lama.
Kita memiliki inisiasi.
Kita bisa mengatur tempo.
Kita punya banyak cara.
Kita yang ngatur permainannya.
Mari kita lihat
Siapa yang pantas.
This, cultured by Todak.
Di tim yang paling susah itu nyatuin semua di tengah perubahan yang nggak ada habisnya. Kami bukan lemah, kami cuma belum searah.
Menang atau kalah itu biasa, tapi ingat satu hal, kita itu keluarga. Waktunya konsisten saling percaya.
Sejak kapan Navari jadi CEO?
Hah? Lalu dia Ming. Mending lihat ini. Yang ini murahnya beneran. Bantu kita naik level barengan.
Divine judgment! Witness the power of pure lightning! All that lies below is under my vigil.
Semua perjalanan mempunyai cerita.
Match penutupan di minggu yang pertama MPL Indonesia.
Closing
season 18
match
MPL Arena
for
pada
our
suaranya.
last day of week 1. Ladies and gentlemen,
Luar
let me
biasa
hear your
sekali
voices.
MPL Arena hari ini terasa begitu penuh karena tentunya di match kali ini
Seems like
match
full
antara
house.
ONIC melawan Alter Ego.
ONIC
Rasa-rasanya
going up against
seperti
Alter
deja
Ego.
vu karena melihat dari
Feels
Grand
like
Final
deja vu.
season 16 mempertemukan Alter Ego dan juga ONIC. Namun tentunya banyak sekali yang berubah, banyak sekali yang
A
berbeda.
lot of changes
Jadi di season
in the
18
past.
ini tentunya penuh
Season
kejutan,
18 full of
siapakah yang
surprises.
sekiranya nanti akan keluar sebagai juara.
Who
Namun,
will
tentunya
get
seperti yang
out
kita tahu
as a winner?
bahwa MPL
Come out as a
Arena
winner.
Dan MPL Indonesia sendiri memiliki official gaming phone yang selalu
MPL
menemani kita.
Indonesia
Jadi
has
kayaknya
our
Alsa pengen
official
bagi-bagi hadiah
gaming
terlebih dahulu
phone.
nih.
Now,
Soal Infinix, kira-kira di sini ada yang tertarik gak ya buat dapat hadiah? Oh,
we are
oke.
going
Boleh
to
gabung bersama
give
Alisa
away
nih. Kita kasih mic dulu nih, kenalan dulu namanya siapa nih Kak?
Perkenalkan, nama saya Haris.
our official sponsor,
Haris, Kak Haris
Infinix.
dari mana?
Saya dari Batam.
Dari Batam, wah
Haris,
jauh
Batam.
banget ya. Ini
He's
spesial
from
datang
Batam.
ke MPL Arena,
Iya, benar.
nonton langsung.
Iya, nonton langsung.
Ini pertama kalinya atau seperti apa nih?
Is it the
Pertama
first
kalinya
time
sih.
visiting
Pertama kalinya.
MPL
Gimana
Arena
atmosfernya
off-site?
nih?
Yes, his first
Atmosfernya
time.
seru banget sih.
Seru banget.
Iya, seru banget.
Lebih
So
seru lagi
exciting.
kalau kamu bisa dapat hadiah nggak sih dari aku?
Hadiahnya apa?
It's gonna be more
Oh,
exciting
hadiahnya spesial
if
nih dari Indonesia.
I,
Jawab dulu
Alyssa,
pertanyaan
can
dari aku
give
ya.
Boleh.
Udah siap?
Siap banget.
Answers.
Langsung aja kalau gitu. Kalau MPL adalah panggungnya dan pro player adalah pemainnya.
If MPL
Dear
is
pro
the
player
stage,
as
pro player
official
is the
gaming phone
players.
MPL adalah
Infinix
Official
GT
gaming
50
phone is
Infinix GT 50 Pro.
Ih, bener
Infinix
banget lagi, lengkap banget.
GT50 Pro.
Oke, untuk pertanyaan pertama udah benar ya. Kita langsung
That's
ke
the
pertanyaan
first
kedua ya
question.
kalau gitu ya.
Boleh.
Kalau ngomongin soal smartphone gaming flagshipnya Infinix,
Flagship
kalian pasti udah nggak
Infinix
asing dong. Seri
phone.
apa sih yang
What
jadi
series
andalan Infinix buat
is the
dipakai
most
bertanding di
reliable
MPL Indonesia season 18?
series to be
Infinix
played
GT
on?
series.
Infinix GT series, bener banget. Tadi
series.
boleh kasih tepuk tangan dulu nggak sih
That's
MPL
the
Arena?
answer.
Ini last question
Two
ya,
correct
sebelum akhirnya kita
answers.
akan kasih
Number
hadiah
3
dari
now.
Infinix. Udah siap?
Siap banget.
Oke,
Third
kalau
and
gitu,
final answer.
GT
Third
50
and
Pro
final question.
bisa kasih pengalaman gaming hingga 144 FPS.
144 FPS
FPS itu
is
sebenarnya singkatan
the experience you
dari
can
apa
get
sih?
with this
Nah,
phone.
apakah A, face player speed, B, frame per second, C.
What's FPS?
First person shooter. Atau D. Full power system.
What's FPS in this context?
Frame per second.
It's B.
Benar banget lagi
Frame
jawabannya. Dan
per
selamat mendapatkan hadiah dari
second.
Infinix.
That's correct.
Kita
All
langsung
three
kasih aja nih
answered
hadiahnya ya.
correctly. Here's
Sebenarnya di sini
a
datang
gift
sebagai Alter Champs
from
atau sebagai Sonic
Infinix.
sih?
Alter Champs
You come here
dong.
for
Champs.
Alter Ego or ONIC? I came here as an Alter
Langsung
Champ.
dari Batam, aku kasih kesempatan kamu buat kasih semangat dong pastinya untuk Alter Ego. Silakan.
Any words of
Untuk Alter Ego, semangat
any
untuk hari
messages?
ini. Tetap jadi yang lebih baik dari yang kemarin. Dan untuk Nino, saya fans kamu, fans berat kamu.
And for Nino,
Fansnya Nino datang
good
jauh-jauh
luck.
dari Batam. Semoga
Hopefully
bisa
you guys
sama
win.
bareng
And
ya
for
sama
Nino,
kita akan
I'm a
tunggu
huge
nanti tentunya
fan, he
dan harapan
said.
terbaik pastinya untuk Alter Ego maupun untuk ONIC, dan kita akan melihat di match penutupan match yang ketiga di minggu yang pertama MPL Indonesia Season 18 MPL Arena.
Live from MPL Arena, Jakarta. MPL Indonesia Season 18 is powered by Muto. Supported by Esports Federation of Indonesia. Presented by official gaming phone, Infinix. Official e-wallet, GoPay. Official gaming chair, Toda. Partner in esports, Aqua. Good time. So good. We own this.
Alter Ego versus ONIC. The last game or the last match of the first week of MPL Indonesia Season 18, and we finally get to see the most decorated team in Indonesia to finally fight in this new Season 18. Connie, how are you feeling? I'm ready, right? We just saw what the defending champions on their debut on the Season 18 stage, they gotta win. Right, they got a full win. Now,
yes,
the runner-ups, third placer of MSC. I expect nothing less. That is not the flex that you think it is.
He doesn't make it all about,
yeah,
all about him like that. But I think expectations are definitely high. You want to talk about creativity? ONIC was the OG team. They started being really creative, really unpredictable. Right? This meta, in theory, should favor them.
Yep. And not forgetting the very, noticeable star power here in your screen right now. A lot of people are waiting for them, lining up like girls lining up in Connie's DM. Keyboy, Sans, Lutpi, Keller, and Kyrie. That is too much star to work with, brother. And now they add, they shamelessly add Pelosi to the lineup. Why? Why? For what reason? For what reason?
To get into his big brain. Look, if you had a team, would you not want Beloy?
At the end of the day, it's Beloy's decision to make.
Yeah, that's true.
Shout out to Beloy, but I still hate ONIC. I thankfully, this is
You
English
hate every
desk.
team, bro. You're like the token hater on the English desk.
Yeah,
this is a known fact.
Except Geek Fam. Except Geek Fam. But
You
now-
hate on Geek Fam too.
Well, I hate Geek Fam the least.
When they're winning, you're like, I don't believe they can do this again.
I don't think that's hate. I think that's just stating the facts and also, saying what I think. Is that not allowed? Okay, okay. Then what's your second least hated team? Navi. Okay, there you go. You might jump ship. No, I don't
You might jump ship.
I'm gonna jump ship, especially to a yellow team. It reminds me too much of ONIC's color scheme. So, I get a bit giddy thinking about it. But yeah, let's go back to an actual proper discussion. ONIC versus Alter Ego. Alter Ego, obviously the last M Series, it was such a memorable run. Runner-up in M7. And now they're somehow looking to recreate the glory that they had back then with a different meta that might suit them more. But before that, audience topic voting by Infinix GT50 Pro, finishing ONIC in their first match. Can Alter Ego secure the win? Tough, ONIC will dominate. Number B, depends on in-game execution. What a centrist answer.
When you get the word depends, you already know it's going to be a centrist.
That's literally your calling card, Arashi. Play aggressively, Alter Ego will win. You are a politician here.
Hey, I am forced to consider
You live in the gray area.
I'm forced to consider multiple possibilities, all right?
Speaking of gray, that's a gray hair. Not really. Is that blonde or gray from Ray?
No, that's
blondish.
That's blonde, bro.
Ah, okay. There is a chance that he will play though with Ivan the Goat. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
On the other hand, though, Gani, I know you're confident, but again, this team, they are the ones who pioneered the Uranus Gold, right? They did crazy things when the meta allowed for it, particularly in the gold lane. Right now in the gold lane, the Paquito is back in the picture. For instance, right? Who's to say that other things like the Lapu, like all these other fighters that made Alter Ego such a powerhouse can't make a recurrence?
Yeah, that is definitely a possibility though. It's a versatility showdown though in the jungle.
Yeah.
Between Afan, or better known back then as Yazuke.
Yazukers.
If you're not keeping up with the scene right now. Almost looks the same too. They're both pretty charming.
I mean, I can't disagree, right? And we saw what Afan did day one of this week. His defense, crazy, right? So again, the quality is definitely there here. And again, it's just an interesting matchup. You're right, a real versatility, total unique heroes. It's actually, Afan has an edge.
Total unique heroes.
Unique heroes.
Okay,
yes.
but the win rate is literally 100 bomb versus Coughing Baby. But maybe the sample size is really not enough, and we don't dictate by the statistics here.
No.
In MPL, as Mirko
That's
said,
Arashi's job.
It's either it happens or it doesn't.
Right, everything is a 50-50.
Yeah.
Although, it's also a 50-50 if that's actually Kyrie. He looks different.
Yeah.
Right?
Are you saying he looks like you in that picture, Arashi?
I don't know how you got that. How you got that from what I said.
That's
But
Kiara.
looking at some of the moments here, oh boy, where do we even begin, right? All the praise we sang for Bigatron just earlier technically has already been said for ONIC throughout the years, right? They've been on top for a long, long time before they were toppled over. Toppled.
Yeah. Speaking of top though, right now ONIC,
Boloisky.
It's not really in the greatest of conditions. Despite them winning it out against Aurora Turkey, I feel like there is some doubts or whether they're still the clear-cut S-tier team in Indonesia. They are still an S-tier team, but I feel like BTR toppled them in terms of power ranking. So I want to ask the ONIC Glazer right over here, like, what do you think? Is this ONIC, the current ONIC, the best version of ONIC there is? Or like the better version of ONIC compared to last season?
Well, we're about to find out, right? We have
wow, dude.
Really?
That's what you answered.
Dog,
where was the confidence?
What was that?
Answer.
We have yet to see their performance, is what I'm trying to say. Perhaps after a match.
This is a blind prediction.
Okay,
that's the whole point. That's the whole point.
I'm confident they're gonna improve.
There you
right?
go. There you
same roster, same addition of Boloisky, right? In the coaching staff, I want to see instant impact.
You're gonna let him rub salt on the
Positive
wound like that, Shevin?
Huh?
You're gonna let him rub salt on the wound like that?
Nah, at this point, it's
Talking about Boloisky.
I mean,
the wound is already dry.
healed?
It's already healed.
Let me cut it open.
Ew.
Let me cut it back.
How?
I don't know. By ONIC winning.
Oh no, ONIC has been winning for a longest time, but I don't think it's gonna
Let's cope.
cut more wounds, man. It's just the normalcy.
Let's cope, Shevin. Let's cope, and you know it.
You cannot hurt me, brother.
Oh.
I'm hurt enough. That was pretty cringe. But yeah, ONIC versus Alter Ego. There's still a lot of good matchup that we're gonna see though in this game, especially in that roaming area. Now, Keyboy has been Do you agree that he's been a bit shaky compared to the prime keyboy that we usually see?
Yeah, definitely has been out of form, right? Perhaps even from last season playoffs, the duo, I think, Sans and E-Boy, you know, we always seen them as on this level.
Yeah.
On this level. So
Which level is that?
that's very high.
Okay.
That is very high, Arashi. And suddenly, you know, there's a dip. And then it's so evident. It's clear. That's why maybe, you know, the expectations so high. They underperform a bit.
Okay, it looks worse than it actually is what you're trying to say.
I think they or Sans and Keyboy can come back to that same level of expectation.
I think that's a reasonable assumption.
Yeah. Why are you disagreeing? Or are you...
I said it's a reasonable assumption.
No. I'm looking at
okay.
No, Kevin is like, oh.
I didn't disagree. I was just about to say something. I feel like you could also apply the same thing as well. Sans individually, not just synergy-wise with Keyboy. Sans, I think EWC was not a tournament to remember. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Not a tournament to remember?
Yeah, in terms of like individual performance, he could have been a lot better.
I think a lot of people feel like that's the case for like the team overall, right? I think the expectations were really high, you know?
I mean...
Not just for them, by the way.
Still they got third, by the way.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Who's asking? Like,
but I think generally...
Where's the person asking about third place? Like, is he in the room with us right now? Like, where is this guy?
No one is asking, but I got some insider info that one of the coaches in EWC really believes that the two best team in terms of scrim performance and also overall in that tournament was Aurora Turkey and also by BTR by Vitality. So it's such a shocker that both of them did not make it to the finals.
Below ONIC as well.
But for that, ONIC will take the stage here in Season 18 for the first time with their main five right here. No Samuel in the roaming area. Most probably still gonna be Keyboy, Sans, and Kyrie. The trio mid combined with Kelra, the gold standard, and Lutfi in the EXP lane. They are looking to reclaim what's theirs over BTR by Vitality last season.
And today is going to be their first day on the job. Season 18! We welcomed BTR earlier and they got the dub. Will ONIC, the runner-ups of the previous season, be able to follow that trend? This is Team ONIC!
For the longest time, Might has been right in this server. The tyrants of MPL ID, ONIC, ruled for a long time. Now that they're on the bottom, it's a whole different perspective on the other side though.
Alter Ego's never said this meta is theirs. It's fully suited up for their personnel. Can they actually use that to the utmost potential? The three-faced mask, the ceiling is higher than ever. It's going to be Nino Yazuke, or I'm sorry, Afan Dolphin, Alexander, and Dingarai, starring for Alter Ego.
On the first opening day of Season 18, they got the win that they wanted. Now, can they follow it up today against a Titan, against the Sky Kings? Will Afan be able to carry that momentum? Please welcome Alter Ego Esports!
It was a display of friendship, the power of friendship, if I've ever seen one. They're here to show that in the chaos of the current meta, they have what it takes to shine. Up against the tyrants, the infamous team in ID. They're gonna attempt to be even crazier.
And crazy is the name of the game for Professor X. CW is gonna be solo coaching this time. Baloyski is not available just yet. Maybe he will be in the week number 2, so please be patient for his debut. But obviously CW, after multiple appearances in the internationals, a lot of experience under Yep's tutelage, should be much more used to coaching these dudes, which back then, it was just like his comrade in arms.
Right, it's definitely someone, these are people that he is familiar with, to to say the least. Man, we've seen already the surprises coming in just previously on match number 2. But honestly, I think we're gonna see more surprises, right? It's so early in the season, it almost doesn't make sense for both these teams to not experiment.
Oh my god, audience topic voting though by Infinix GT50 Pro. Tough ONIC will dominate with 64% of the vote.
A lot of A.
Yep. I'm pretty upset that it's only 64 because it was 70 for GeekFam earlier. I'm just scoping right here. But yeah, play aggressively. Alter Ego will win 16%. Definitely not the most popular vote, especially with the amount of Filipinos here watching the broadcast. 4 times. 16.4 is 64, Gani. Quick maths.
Wow.
That is, again, good on you. No wonder you're a geek. Now,
Asian
community. Again, top 5 heroes pick though. Take a look at the versatility on this guy, right? 4 assassins, 1 tank.
Yeah, even when the utility meta was there, Kyrie is still one of the best junglers in the game, at least in Indonesia. But on Assassins, he is much more dangerous, Rashi. Give him everything. Give him Hirana, give him like some random assassins out there that I can even, you know, name. He's still gonna be great. On the other side though, a much less experienced Afan, but still respectable. Respectable, someone that has to be anticipated by ONIC's lineup.
I think when it comes down to just craziness, Afan has occasionally outshone Kyrie, but Kyrie has had moments where it's like cleaner moments, you know, clean escapes, clean executions. Afan, there are some moments where you're like, what, how? And not even how, why would he do that? But it works out, right? That's exactly why I want to see an assassin clash between both these teams, because they have a really good assassin player and they have a strong roster around it to set up.
Alter Ego. Not much changes. Or barely any changes, just Ivan as the sub. But he's not even playing right now, so both of these teams are still sticking to their original roster in Season 17, looking for different result. ONIC obviously still topping the regular season, but obviously they were champions that season. But Alter Ego, much more miserable performance in regular season, Arashi. Did not even make it to the playoffs.
That was a tough situation, man. We heard afterwards, right? In hindsight, they even felt like, oh, we took it easy, right? We had success, and then we felt that we accomplished a lot already. We took it easy just a little bit, and that was enough to really make the performance dip quite significantly. So I think now, after that painful experience of making it to the playoffs, when they were hyped up to be the team that was going to do it all, I think they're going to come back a lot stronger, man. ONIC might be in for a surprise.
Yeah, I mean, the highest of highs, the lowest of lows, they have experienced it all. And all in a span of, what, 3-4 months? That's crazy. I still believe in Coach Zephyr, though. So, yes, I do agree. I think this team still has that direction moving forward positively. Now, again, to double their standings, their win standings, is the Sky Kings. And in the Sky Kingdom, there's Kelra.
Will there be flying clouds, though?
Yep. I think so.
I don't think so, Rashi. I got a hunch that's going to be broken walls, bro.
BW, let's go.
Damn.
There'll be a lot of aggression coming in the current meta. The broken walls, it's a fitting stage for game number 1.
Yeah.
Looks like the bans are still mostly going to be mostly the same, just like the previous match. This time around, Paquito will be priored by CW on the banning phase. The Freya on the Fanny, as usual, on second picking team. Kaja ban, that is something that,
interesting,
for me, outside of my expectation. If it's GeekFam, then it makes sense for Kaja ban, but we haven't seen Alter Ego playing the Kaja, I believe.
Likewise, I agree. I think I did not expect the Kaja, of course. The Melissa being open. Zephyr, he must have realized that, you know, the CW, being an ex-Melissa player himself, will definitely draft the Melissa priority. That's going to be the Hirara, though, traded off.
Yep.
The Barats is still open, like Uranus.
Oh, Tushin.
Signature. One of the signatures of Dalvin as well.
All right then, so they want to go for the brawly approach. They want safety in the mid lane. And so far, this is looking more like a divey type of situation. Not for ONIC though. They want to go and get ahead on the EXP lane. The Uranus can work fine. We know that Elite P can play it. Or perhaps they want to go with something a bit more aggressive. It's going to be a Harley.
Oh, okay. So it feels like they're trying to play through Kyrie here with the amount of safetiness that he has. And obviously, the ceiling of this hero is pretty high. And Uranus, as expected. Now, Alter Ego on the other side. Esmeralda is still open. But do you want to go for something like a Brody? Someone that can win the lane against Melissa?
Man, again, like Eman mentioned, it's a bit of a skill matchup, man. It doesn't guarantee a win, but they want to go for it. They think they have what it takes.
I believe Coach Sever also told us in the English desk that for him, it's a bit of a good matchup for Brody. It's like 70-30 for the Brody.
Afterwards, he did confirm, though, it depends on the user, by all means, right? Again, both gold laners are really good right here, though, so we're going to really see that matchup tested. But aside from that, now going into the banning phase, EXP lanes are definitely going to be targeted just a little bit by ONIC. I wonder again if the Lapu is going to show up anywhere here, whether it's going to be picked or banned away.
Oh, Lapu.
Lapu, huh?
Could be the case, but the Valentina ban seems to signify that maybe Alter Ego wants to go for the Bellaric here for the Red 4. I think it's a decent pick. Against a Melissa, you deal some mirror damage towards the Melissa as well if you build that Blade Armor too, but we'll see. Mathilda's gonna be the ban. One of the highest commodity hero, Bomer, so far, currently in the metagame.
Yeah, the back and forth is the last thing that ONIC want to allow Alter Ego to be able to do. They're no strangers to the pull and push game. Valentina, though, is quite interesting. I wonder what else. Are they concerned about mid laners that can fight, that have survivability? Do they want to get ONIC on a mid lane that's a bit more vulnerable? They also ban away the Hylas, though. Huh.
I think the Hylos ban is mostly because they're on a Brody, so you don't want to get run down into the ground with the Glorious Pathway and exhaust the Flicker every time the Hylos pops the ultimate. So I guess that brings you a bit of safetiness, but I don't know if that's... Minotaur instead for the ban. So maybe there's some divey kind of heroes from ONIC's side, and this should just be a Bellaric for Alter Ego.
Oh, let's go. Well, I thought that with the Melissa, they wouldn't be all in on the dive idea, but I guess card control in general is something they're concerned about. So I think more mobile heroes with some outplay potential that can be deterred by the card control is coming soon.
It's crazy that they're stepping up the mid and roam for the last two picks here. This could be something that synergizes well with each other, knowing it's gonna be Sansa and Keyboy, the one that's using it. Is there a Novaria or Farsa angle, someone that can deal damage from
I like the Novaria,
range?
but I like the Lilia pick. Oh, Rafaela mid lane.
I'm not fully opposed to that. They got magic damage already.
Yeah, and two tanky, beefy boys in front of the pack as well. Uranus and Gatot Kacha.
Well,
it's crazy.
This is my first time seeing the Rafaela mid in action. I know it did pop up, but I haven't seen it myself. So I'm looking forward to this one.
By the way, this Bellaric pick is still can be flexed by Alter Ego.
Oh.
Right.
So be wary about that, but I'm not sure if that's even gonna be the option here for Coach Sever.
What gonna get here? Like a glue? No, not a glue. No way.
I'm not opposed to the glue actually.
Oh.
Oh, Tyroth! Against the tankiness, they have the physical damage, they want the shred.
Dude, I like that.
Right now the Tyroth has an insane amount of sustain.
Yeah, and
honestly, it's kind of annoying.
This is a fully front-to-back comp from Alter Ego, except for the Hirara. It's just gonna wreck down the backline, I guess. So in the late game, especially the Gatot Kacha and the Uranus will have to play much more safely than it usually is, just because of the shred. And this is a Brody and Hirara whittling your HP down, so they got the game plan. It's all about the execution. How about ONIC though? It feels like as the Filipinos would say, is it a bit walang demek, pre?
Oh man, it depends on the Melissa, right? Melissa can output damage to everyone at the same time. That's the big strong point. Aside from that though, yeah man, quite a bit of lack of AoE. I would say they're really relying on being able to maintain the front line and use and abuse the sustain. But that's an old meta. Let's see how it plays out now.
Well, people say save the best for last, and the last game or match of week number 1 is ONIC versus Alter Ego. Let's have a good one, ladies and gentlemen.
For the last match of week 1. Let's see if ONIC can find a win on their debut here on the Season 18 stage. And let's see how Alter Ego handled the pressure. To remind you folks, Alter Ego did not even make the playoffs last season. Let's see, going up against the Sky Kings, will the pressure get to them?
Okay, that's a real example, Rush. Apparently, it is a skill matchup.
Oof, Dingaray with a clean escape right there. Looking at the emblems, only one tenacity on Alexander. Everywhere else, it's the firmness and the Festival of Blood for Lutpi though. This is a new, different emblem setup.
Whoa.
Technically, there's more built-in sustain, but all right. Along with that, the police are together for Dingaray, but oh.
Nope. Nino here understands the Dairoth damage very well. The jump doesn't land on towards Kyrie. Lutpi dealing a lot of damage now. Both the XP laners going head-to-head here. Kai forced to use a recall, so the jungle camp was defended by Nino.
Talk about calculation. I didn't think he would survive that one, man.
He is kind of low, but fortunately the wave is pushing towards Alter Ego, towards the Dairoth, so now that Afan is here, Nino can push up, get the clear, aim for a level 4, but it's gonna be a little bit low, right? I think he might want to find a recall maybe, if possible.
Maybe he can heal up with the passive from the wave clear. That does not apply for the ONIC team though, because they have Rafaela, so they can stay as long as they want to. Nino though.
Yep.
And Afan.
Yep, that's a great one with the Unbreakable. That's gonna be the turtle finding Kyrie's hands. Now it's a 4v4. Oh, that's a flicker from Davin. I don't think that's the right call. That's, again, Kai with the knockup. No first blood here, but the sole casualty from that trade was the turtle.
Doesn't look like it's walang demek.
No. So far, not so much. Ooh, Dingaray winning the gold buff battle. Looking at the votes here, only Omwawa and Papulong going for Alter Ego. We'll see how that one plays out.
And only Papulong went for a 2-0.
Do you think it's possible, Gani?
The score? Yes.
See how it goes. Right now for Alter Ego, they have threat for sure.
Yep. Uh-oh. Sounds like very low there. Still holding on towards that flicker, so he calculates that he will survive.
Oh my god, Keller is actually winning the lane against Dingaray. I like the early laning phase though. Keller is staying. Oh, hold on a second.
That's a jump on towards Lutpi. Trying to hold on, try to buy time here. I don't think he can survive with 3 members jumping him. Finally, the first kill on the board, and it will fall to Afan. But again, the quick resurrection from Sans to just resurrect Lutpi.
3 guys on Uranus, that's a bit too much even for Lutpi right now. The gold lead is not really too crazy just yet for ONIC despite the objective take because Alter Ego has secured a kill for themselves, but it looks like so far, in the grand scheme of things, ONIC has a bit more control than Alter Ego.
They have more ways to scout out and get into areas because they have 2 really strong frontliners, right? For Alter Ego, they have more damage, but again, they need the right setup in order to use that damage efficiently. And particularly Afan on the Hirara hasn't really been shining so far, but this might be it. Nope, Keyboy gets away from the lift.
Dude, the mobility boost is so underrated. Nino, though, jumps in on towards Keyboy.
On towards Keyboy. Melissa is coming towards the turtle, towards the mid lane at least. That's the miss from Alexander. Wrath the Dryer doesn't land on anyone. That's a knock up on towards Keyboy. Nino finds a kill. Take a look at the damage from Melissa. Kyrie finishes Nino. Here comes Dingaray from the flanks. Now Afan looking for an angle. Dingaray finds the turtle, and Alter Ego re-engages now with the flicker and a knock-up, finding Sans. That's gonna be the go away, popped by Kelra. Pops the Purify as well, Dingarai taken very low. Kyrie escapes, but Lutpi still on 2 members of Alter Ego. Now Alexander forced to use the flicker there, as he was threatened by the presence of Kelra. But the fight there is so long.
Seems like we're still keeping up with the momentum of match number 2 with how chaotic it is so far in the first game for Alter Ego versus ONIC. Already 5 kills in 5 minutes.
Fun with a sneaky steal right there, but ONIC rotating. Won't get to punish him, but how did Dingarai get the turtle there? It was a basic attack, no?
I believe so.
It was just like that. So we're still dead even. Nino trying to get something more, but the backup is always there, man. With the crowd control tools available. Afan!
That's a solo kill from Kai! He's a level ahead and he shows who's boss here. Afan, the versatility poster earlier on. It seems like Kai still has the final say, at least so far.
That's the experience talking, Arashi.
Yeah, man. You would think that with the invulnerability tools that it would be difficult, but Kyrie found the window right there.
Crazy.
I think Afan definitely did not see that one coming. There's a quick clear attempt from Dingarai. There's a lot of emphasis here on ganks, if you notice, right? There's not a lot of solo kills. It's always maneuvers around the map so far. Kyrie gets the steal, man. That's value. Especially with the next neutral objective coming up soon. ONIC can look to try and find something with that.
Oh, this is tough for Alter Ego, man. The supposedly winning lane was kind of losing. Even on the XP lane, it's not really utilized to the utmost perfection. Yes, Lutpi got taken down once, but that's about it.
Yep.
ONIC is even owning the mid trio here with how mobile, how dynamic Kyrie is playing right now, and Sans being the healer that he is, Keyboy just holding the ground so far for ONIC.
And right now, Afan is a level up below. That's gonna be Lutpi. Getting jumped on 4 members, still able to get out with the consecration. Take a look at the turtle now, already touched by Kelra. Nino showing, providing the information. 5 members, Alter Ego investing on 5 members here. Let's see what they can do. Kai is in the vicinity, trying to find a steal. Kai calmly takes the retribution now. Dingarai, rapid dry at the taunt as well. That's gonna be the stun of Afan now, taking it very low. Will not escape to the hands of Sans. Now, only 4 members remaining here for side of Alter Ego with the respawn. Kibo is back in the game now. Kelra is in the mid lane. They want to siege. Nino is trying to hold on, but the call from Alter Ego is let's go. Let go of the tier 1 in the mid lane.
What ONIC wants, ONIC gets. Did you see the reaction time from Kyrie there? Evading that flicker by the Dryad with this second skill of a Harley. That was pretty fast coming in from Kyrie, but we also got a fact here from Gope. We noticed this marks Nino's debut on Dairoth, making the first, or making it the 51st unique hero he has played across his 12-season MPL Indonesia career. That's a lot of heroes.
51?
All right.
That's Arashi's age.
What? Okay. Well, now, this is the problem here. They have the Dairoth and the Brody for burst damage, but they can't shred the front line. Sans is keeping everyone topped up. And that's how ONIC are just able to power forward and allow Kelra to do so much damage. And again, he's hitting multiple people at once. He is single-handedly carrying these team fights.
It's crazy that with the amount of damage that Alter Ego has in their kit in the draft, it seems like the ones that lacking in damage is Alter Ego themselves. ONIC, they can stay in their team fight as long as they want to with the Revitalized, with this Ravaela. Can go in and out with Kelra and Kyrie just being a nuisance. Lutpi has a built-in healing. So how do you deal with this also as Alter Ego? Is it just a pure catch from Alexander?
Well, you're seeing some options here coming in from Dingarai. He goes for the Sea Halberd. He might go for something like an endless battle as well. Get more true damage, penetrate some of that beefiness coming in from 2 frontliners. Aside from that, though, I think Afan might have to do a bit more flank-wise, right? He's coming in and playing with the team, using the utility to help with the team fight. But if he can zone Kelra, that will be even more value for his team.
2.5k gold lead. Seems a lot more than it seems for ONIC currently. As another turret got taken down. That long lane is working so well for ONIC. Still as a second-tier turret. Only inhibitors left for Alter Ego.
A big knock up on towards the Gatot Kacha. Still able to again disengaged. Take a look at Kelra free hitting. 3 members down, almost taken low. Dalvin out, the recipient of the ult of Harley. Now ONIC, they know that Alter Ego's members, they are low on health. They shift their focus on towards the Lord. Kai is also 2 levels above Afan, so again, they are confident on that Lord take.
Just crisp, clean Lord coming in from ONIC. Just the execution is immaculate. The way they zone out people, the way that Kelra procs that models to multiple people. And once again, he's just doing it again. Might be getting that gold shield down before the Lord hits, but no. Alter Ego clears that one for themselves.
All right,
LG. Let's see. That's going to be ONIC just applying pressure in the mid lane. They know that the Lord is coming top.
Yeah, that's a big item though from both sides. The chastised clock cauldron from Nino. So it's gonna be a full-on utility enabler Dairoth instead of dealing damage for himself. So Nino, in terms of what he can do, is very, very limited. Hell, I don't think he can do anything by himself at this point. Not even a solo kill towards the assassins. He has to somehow enable his team to be able to be effective now. Alexander in front line for Alter Ego.
Has the flicker here, Alexander. So you could expect a sneak attack from Alexander with the flicker and Wrath of the Dryad. Now, in the bottom lane here, can ONIC siege and apply pressure? I don't think they have enough resource. That's the clear. Alter Ego, you know, not too shabby, losing top lane turret. But bad news is that's the far lane, folks.
It's getting woes and woes, almost 5k gold lead. That's a big item for Kyrie, and they're just knocking on Alter Ego's door.
Yep, that's the siege in the mid lane. Taken quite low. That's a retribution to clear the wave. Now bottom lane shoves Alter Ego this time, still able to stabilize at least again with the defense. Still standing with 5, 2 base turrets remaining.
There's definitely still some damage available for Alter Ego, and ONIC respect it. But honestly, we've seen the Melissa being prio, but I think Kelra is really showing the potential of this hero to solo carry. We were concerned about lack of damage, but ONIC is not having any issues with that whatsoever. And he's zoning everyone with the muddles.
Take a look at Kai's positioning, looking for a possible flank there. But again, it's just a reset. 40 seconds on the clock for the next Lord, and that's going to be the next aim or goal for ONIC and Alter Ego. Take a look at the gold cap already, Arashi.
Honestly, the big difference in the jungle gold is what's really sticking out here. We were looking forward to Afan on a hero like this, Hirara, possibly looking at some crazy outplays, but with Calm Cool slowing down of the team fight tempo, ONIC is able to just deny any kind of benefit. Afan is stuck trying to help the front line stave off the Uranus and the Gatot.
Yeah. Kelra is just taking everything for himself. I think one of the reasons why Kelra has been so effective in placing the muddles is this is a front-to-back comp for Alter Ego, so they, like it or not, they have to clump up for themselves to be able to be effective, and that's working out for Kelra like this.
Yep, Kelra, as long as he keeps the spacing, keeps the positioning. If I'm looking for a jump there, that's a knock-up on towards just the Gatot Gadgets, just towards Keyboy. That's a flicker from Nino, a valuable resource now spent. Alter Ego hovering around. They know that the top lane is shoving ONIC, playing the Lord dance intelligently.
Yeah. Didn't even force anything. No risk taken for ONIC. They played super slow. It's a 4-4 now after a chaotic first minute of the game. The kill count hasn't gone out by much.
That's the Magician's Trinity finish for Kyrie as well. Look forward to some assassinations coming through from him. The other side, I think Alter Ego, they're just trying to go for a burst, right? They need the Dairoth and the Brody to delete someone, but look at this damage.
Yep, that's just Kelra, and on towards Alexander, the Valeric. Now, bottom siege actually successful for ONIC. They want the mid lane turret as the Lord was marching top. Alter Ego still defending with 5, but for how long is the question? All base turrets now down, and ONIC, they're not too hasty. I like it, right? They're waiting. They're so patient now. Afan below 50% HP. That's a flicker. That's a great reaction time from Stars! once they pull the trigger, ONIC won't stop. And that's gonna be the base taken down, the Yellow Porcupines. Their debut here on the Season 18 stage is immaculate, and they got game 1.
Wow. That is too clean, even for ONIC standard. We were doubting the draft, but they showed the potential. Alter Ego got nothing. There's no answer that they can bring to the table to the question that ONIC has posed to themselves. Professor X has to cook up something else to face off against these 5 giants.
In day 3 of the first week, when the chaos and the pendulum swings are all over the place, back and forth again and again, dare to be like ONIC that goes for this calm, cool, methodical play style. There was no risk. It doesn't seem like there's any risk, any big moment. No one was quote-unquote making a play.